can't believe I'm back already. I can't believe I'm going to go to work tomorrow. It's going to hurt my feelings, dude.
Your new work, right?
Yeah.
Oh, like, fuck, I gotta learn everything.
All over again, I know, dude. All right, everybody. Welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and humidity. My name is Brent, a.k.a. Boo-Wop. I'm here with my man's Rick, a.k.a. A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
I think I have the ability to inception people because, like, when I'm thinking of something, you know, like when you're singing a song in your head and then all of a sudden that person next to you starts singing it or picking up right where you left off in your head and starts singing the song.
Wait, in what specific situation did this happen?
I don't know. Like, I just started to notice that there's like some sort of trend, no matter what I'm thinking. Like, if I'm thinking of a song before it comes on the radio, and then next thing you know, I turn the radio on, and then the song is already playing. Stuff like that. So it's like, maybe, because I was like thinking, oh yeah, we're going to talk about hot weather. And then as soon as I thought that, you said humidity. I was like, yep, I got it down.
Maybe it's the other way around, dude. Maybe you're the one getting inceptioned.
Yes, maybe. Fuck. Damn it. That's a good point, too.
Dude, so have you ever been to the Philippines, man?
I haven't.
Okay. So usually, you know, coming from here, from like America, going over to the Philippines, right? Like, you show up to the airport 10 hours early because Filipino people just don't feel safe not being super early to the airport, right? Uh-huh. So your flight's at 9 o'clock at night. You're at the airport 9 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, it's pretty cold. And you got the morning mist out there still, the morning dew still out there. And, you know, you got your jacket on and stuff. By the time you get into the plane, it's nighttime, so it's still cold. They got the AC just bumping in the airplane, you know what I'm saying? 16 hours later, you finally land in the Philippines, right? They open the door and you step out, and it's just
humid.
It's like you walked inside of an oven, you know what I'm saying? And you think to yourself, you know what? That's okay. It's probably just stuffy in the airport, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have proper air conditioning in the airport. I'm sure it'll be fine, you know, once the wind is blowing, once I get outside, you know. Walk outside, it's like an even worse oven, dude.
That's how it is in Guam. It's just like
fucking horrible, dude.
Humid, hot weather, and then like randomly it would just rain, hot rain, and I was like, oh god, I'm sweating, and then now the rain is making me sweat even more.
and then you take a shower. It doesn't even feel any better because it's still humid, so you feel sticky and shit, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. And oddly enough, that's how I felt coming back home from Australia. Because in Australia, you know, in the southern hemisphere, it's wintertime basically over there right now. You know, they swap with us. They have summer Christmas over there instead of winter Christmas. So our summer is their winter, so it's colder over there right now. So yeah, man, I went into that plane feeling nice and brisk in some low 60-degree weather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cold as hell. And then once I got off the plane here in San Diego, it just hit me. Like, once I literally walked out the door of that airplane, dude, it's like when you're checking if your cookies are done in the oven. You know what I mean? Like, your eyes kind of glaze over a little bit. And you're like, oh my God, it's hot.
Yep. Dude, that's how it was this entire month. Just hot weather. I'm like,
that's crazy,
God.
dude.
This is your weather, by the way. Mine is a cold, cloudy
day.
So
I'll say this.
Hot, sweaty day.
I'll say this, dude. We went to the northeastern part of Australia, where the Great Barrier Reef is. And that's where the equator is, right? So it's the same weather as here in San Diego. It's like 80 degrees and it's humid. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And we're trying to explore. We're trying to adventure. So we're walking through rainforests and stuff like that, trying to find hidden beaches and shit like that. Swimming in the Great Barrier Reef with sea turtles. You know, usual Australian shit that they do. Avoiding spiders and snakes and crocodiles. Just trying to survive out there, you know? And we're walking around this one rainforest and we're like... so dangerous, right? There's like this sign when you walk in. It says, there's an Aboriginal village along the trail. Please do not like go this or that way to go into the village. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, dude. I don't want to take a wrong turn. So I was nervous the whole time. Just waiting for someone to yell at me, you know? But anyways, we passed by this river. And it's hot. There's like mosquitoes on us, and it's really some Indiana Jones type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like all I was missing was a machete to cut down some branches and shit. But we get to this river, and I'm like, dude, this is my moment, man. This is what I always talk about. Why I enjoy hot weather so much. It's just because the feeling you get when you can jump in some cold water afterwards, right?
Oh, I
So
see,
I don't know if you ever have you ever swam in a river, or you just swam in like the ocean?
Just the ocean.
Dude, rivers are cold as shit. I think it's because they come from like the mountains and stuff, and they melt from ice and all that shit.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm telling you, if it was 80 degrees outside the river, it was 0 degrees inside the river. It hit you like a ton of bricks. I was like, oh, I'm so cold, but I feel so good, dude. Like, that shit was mad cold, but it felt so good. It felt so refreshing, man. It's legit like that Sprite commercial where that dude puts on those frozen boxers, dude. It's the greatest, man. And nothing replaces that feeling, which is why I'm willing to bear the heat. Like, I'm gonna take a cold shower in a little bit, probably. Just to get my body temperature down.
For maybe 20 minutes, because I do that all the time. I take cold showers and then I'm like, oh, it's great, and then all of a sudden, I start sweating. I'm like, oh, okay, it's over. The fun's over. But I guess that's the same way as how I see like the cold. Like you're super freezing, and then you come inside to a nice warm house, and then you take a nice hot shower, and you're in the comfy, your blankets and stuff. So maybe I guess we're polar opposites.
I know, huh? Maybe we just like the feelings of these things for the relief of it. Like the reason I'm willing for it to be so hot is because I like jumping into the cold water or something like that afterwards. The reason you like it being cold is so you can get comfy and warm later on. Yeah. So, it's taken us a while to realize, but holy shit, dude.
We're spoiled by San Diego.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But no, Australia was a good time, dude. People were super nice over there. I think they're trying to make up for being criminals and stuff, man. And racism. They're kind of going through the same thing America's going through right now, but they're handling it really, really nicely. I think there was a politician out there. We saw his billboards everywhere that said, "Make Australia Great." And it was him on the sign with like 2 thumbs up. I was like, dude, that's not real. That's got to be fake. Well, he was really running for some type of office out there, so that was funny. So people didn't say good day, mate, to us for a long time, dude, and I was kind of upset.
Were you,
I was
saying
like,
it to everybody else?
no, I think that's the thing, man, is because I initiated conversation with everybody most of the time, right? And I would say, hey, how's it going? Just like a natural American greeting, and then they would legitimately answer it like, oh, I'm doing okay today. Yesterday was better though. How are you doing today? And I'm like, oh shit, damn. Wait, they're like really trying to have a conversation. So I think it was because I was greeting them like that they wouldn't say that to me. So I think by like the second week, I started saying good day to everybody, and they started saying it back, and I was like, yes, dude, yes, one of them, bro.
And I think it's also a cultural thing too. Like I had a British CEO president, and he would like tell us like, why are Americans so obsessed with asking each other how is their day and how are they, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought that was like a world thing. You go and you want to connect to somebody and ask them, but I guess it's just America that just does that. Like, how are you? And but it's probably foreign to them in Australia. Yeah. They're like, what the fuck? Why you want to know about my day? I don't know you, kind of thing like that.
See, and I think the thing is, too, is when we ask it to each other, it's not that serious. You know what I mean? Like, I'll say someone on the street, like, oh, hey, how's it going? They're like, what's up? And then that's it. Like, we won't discuss anything after that, right? Yeah. But when they hear, oh, hey, how's it going? They'll, like, really answer the question. Pour out
your heart. And
yeah. So maybe that's why. So there, how's it going is good day, and things like that. I got to drive over there, which was kind of crazy.
Wait, do you need a license to drive?
I got a license, bro. Come on. California certified, man. Class C. Come on.
Well, isn't it? Don't they drive on the opposite side of the
Yes, dude.
car?
but it doesn't mean I don't know how to drive. Come on, bro.
Yeah, no, well, I meant like, do you need like a temporary license permit or like how
No,
did you get
and
that?
that's
You
what's
just
so
like hopped
sketchy.
in a car and
That's
like
what's so sketchy. We're going to rent this car, and the lady goes, "Have you ever driven in Australia before?" And we're like, "No." And I said, "I watched a movie on how to drive in New Zealand on the plane."
oh
she goes,
wow.
she goes, "Oh, okay. Just stay on the left." And I go, "All right, cool." Which is fine because the steering wheel is on the other side of the car, anyways, right?
Did it feel
Fun.
weird?
No, because when you're driving here in America, the steering wheel is nearest to the middle of the road, right?
Yep.
So it's the same thing over there. It's just the feeling's the same. The steering wheel just needs to be near the middle of the road. It just gets confusing. So the most confusing thing is turning right over there. Because turning right, you have to like skip a lane, go up, and then turn right. You know what I'm saying? You got to skip the oncoming lane. But that was really it. Funny story. The first time we ordered an Uber out there, shout outs to T-Mobile, by the way. $20 unlimited internet international. I can't believe it, dude. That shit worked everywhere, man. The people I was traveling with, they were trying to look stuff up, and we had to go to Starbucks or something, or stand outside of Starbucks for them to use it. And I go walking down the street, "Oh, I got us, guys, right here." You know what I mean? I was able to look shit up. But no, the first Uber we order out there, there were 3 of us, so 2 people getting back, and I would sit in front since I would be the one that would order it. And the first time I opened the door and the driver's sitting there, I was like, "What the fuck?" Oh shit, we're in Australia. And I just he gave me the dirtiest look too. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But, "Oh, my bad, dude." Closed it, went back around to the other side and sat down next to him, and he goes, "Yeah, welcome to Australia." And I go, "Yeah, man, I mean, I totally forgot you guys drive on the opposite side of the road." And he goes, "You didn't do your research coming out here?" And I go, "Nah, man." But it was an even cultural trade. He showed me which door to get in Australia. We introduced him to Cardi B. So it was an even cultural trade, I think, man. It was like, the UN of sorts, doing negotiations and shit, man, learning about each other. But so it was only tricky turning right. That was the main thing. And on roundabouts. So we have some roundabouts here in San Diego. I think in La Jolla and in East Lake, Chula Vista, there's some roundabouts and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you drive around those counterclockwise, basically, because that's the way the right side goes. And I've driven on roundabouts, in Iceland and things like that too. Over there, you got to drive on the roundabouts clockwise. It's weird. It's totally the different direction, dude. So
see, I told you it's gonna mess you up. You have to go inverted. You're not ready, and fuck.
It got a little bit taking used to doing that, and then you have to signal if you're going to the first exit or the second or the third exit in the thing. It got kind of weird there. We were able to figure it out. My biggest challenge was, all right, dude, just you, off of memory, which hand is your turn signal on, the left or right?
Left.
It's totally the opposite in Australia, dude. So every time I tried to turn, I would turn on the windshield wipers. Dude. Every time, man. Every time. I think I went a whole day without doing it, right? My second day driving without turning on the windshield wipers. And then go to sleep, wake up the next morning. I try to make a turn, windshield wipers. I go, "Oh no. I was doing so well, man." But nah, it was cool, man. It was really cool. I really enjoyed my time there. And I think I just got telling you, man, I know I had internet access on my phone, but I really wasn't trying to browse the internet like that while I was out there, you know what I mean? So it's weird coming back, realizing I'd been gone for 2 weeks, and you start to think, oh, dude, the world does not stand still. Like things that I thought, weren't that old or 2 weeks old now, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of wild, man. But it was a good time. It was a good adventure out there, man. It was a good trip for sure. One of my more favorite ones. It's always been my dream to swim at the Great Barrier Reef, and I got to snorkel out there, so that was good. Saw a bunch of fish and a sea turtle. The guy tried to really comfort us and say that great white sharks never make their way out to the reefs because it's too shallow. So I was like, okay,
You're like, yeah,
Yes,
right.
dude. No, man, I totally bought into it, man. I was trying to believe him with my utmost.
What about the jellyfishes that like come to shore and sting you and it's most
So
poisonous?
I guess they like colder water, and the water by the reefs is all warmer. So the thing with
Oh,
coral is it just has to be the most perfect conditions for them to grow. You know, uh, the water has to be a certain depth, a certain temperature. There has to be a certain ecosystem around it. So they'll only grow in specific areas. Unfortunately, that's not the same areas that jellyfish tend to go to. We saw a lot of them in the bay, though. It was kind of crazy. Like you just
hmm.
look over a dock in Sydney, and there's just a bunch of jellyfish in there. So that was kind of wild. There was some kind of bushfire when we were out there taking a tour, and and what do you call it? There was just a fire out there, and there was just this helicopter going in, taking water from the bay and dumping it on the fire like every 2 minutes.
Damn.
He was by himself too. You know what I mean?
You're
Just
like,
one
this is a
helicopter,
normal
and
day.
it was gonna take him forever because I'm sure we were far from it because we were in a boat. But the little bucket he had to pick up water just looked like it was a cup. And whenever he dropped water, water fell for 2 seconds in this big ass fire. So that was kind of crazy. We took some video of it. So that was kind of cool. It took him maybe an hour before another helicopter rolled through to help him out, man. It took forever. But yeah, it was good times. I did find some time to go Pokemon hunting for my boy
Woo!
Rick, man, because Australia's the only place you could find Kangaskhan, right?
Did you see live kangaroo
I
there?
did. I did see live kangaroo. Did hold a koala bear. It was
Oh
amazing, dude.
snap!
I know everybody was telling me not to hold a koala bear because they have chlamydia or whatever. But the place we went to ensured they were okay. So we went in. Lady handed me a koala bear. She was really scared of us dropping it because I guess someone dropped him the other week.
uh
So she was like, "All right, guys, make sure you clamp your hands together, and we're just gonna set the koala on your hands, and he's just gonna hold on to you." I'm like, "All right, cool." And I put my hands interlock my fingers, put them against my stomach, and she starts putting the koala on me, and he starts pooping, dude. I go, I'm
Oh
not
wow!
gonna catch this poop in my hands, so I kind of loosen my hands and just let the poop fall through. I go,
Yeah.
oh wait, at the same time, I don't want to drop this koala bear, man. So I try to time it. I'm like looking at the camera because I don't want to make it obvious. I clasp my hands back together. He's done pooping. I was like, thank you, Jesus, dude. No more poop. I hold him. Get a quick picture, man. It was amazing. And
Nice.
then we were feeding wallabies and kangaroos and stuff. They're kind of threatening, man. Kangaroos are kind of huge.
How tall
And
are they?
I think we fed a couple that were as tall as us, man.
Shit.
They were the buff ones too. And then we had the food, and we were just supposed to put it in our hands and put it out, and then the kangaroos would just eat from our hands. But this one guy was actually grabbing it with his hand and putting it in his mouth. And his nails were huge. I was so scared. I felt like I was getting bullied for my lunch money. I was like, all right, sir, here you go. You can have some more.
Give me your money. Give me your food. Welcome to Australia.
And then there were these birds out there too that would try to sneak in and get the food from your hand as well. Then this one bird got food from my friend Rodney's hand before the kangaroo could get it. And so Rodney's gonna reach in the bag to get more food, and while he's doing that, the kangaroo like kind of
Punches.
picks up the freaking bird and throws it out of the way. And we're like, what the hell? No way, dude! It was the funniest thing I think I'd ever seen, man. Kangaroos are wild, bro.
Damn.
But that was a good time. I think it was well rounded. I think the only thing I didn't see that I really wanted to see was a wombat. Wombats are amazing. They're like teddy bear dogs, dude, that just hang out, look like koala bears, but walk on all fours, man. That's the only thing I didn't see. But everything else you can imagine to do in Australia, we did, man. So, no, it's good times, dude. You're looking up a wombat right now?
How did you know?
Wombats might be low-key my spirit animal, dude. They're great.
Oh.
If not sea otters first, then wombats. All after
Yeah,
they're
they are
mating.
like teddy bears, dog things.
Yeah, dude, they're cool. I would have wanted to see those, but in fact, we got to see everything else. You know, got to swim in the reef, walk through rainforests to private jungles or to private beaches. Man, was all good. Good time,
No
dude.
waifus or anything like that.
Plenty of those. I think I was talking a little bit earlier. There's nothing lower than a 9 out there. It's kind of crazy. I was trying to search for a 5 or something, but couldn't find any of them. I think
I
it's
think you're
because
gonna retire there. I think so.
you think so. I don't know. It's
Probably.
always just like the post vacation hype, man. But I think it's because we were in the main cities. Melbourne is kind of like San Francisco ish. You can compare it to that. They got a tram system out there. Their Chinatowns are huge. There's a lot of people, and it's colder. Sydney. What can you compare Sydney to? I'd say it's a little bit more like San Diego mixed with New York or something like that because they got the big buildings and stuff, but it's a huge like port town, you know?
How's the pace there? Like, is everyone pretty chill, or everyone like moving like they have like a opportunity or something? Like you know how you go to New York? And
Wait, like there's an opportunity for what?
No, that's a bad example. But when you go to New York, you know, like everyone's like walking like incredibly fast, and then you go back to like San Diego or Los Angeles, everyone's like moving like slugs, you know?
No, slower paced. I think slower paced for sure. Even in, well, no, there were parts in like the middle of Melbourne where you could tell people were just working. They're wearing suits and stuff, so they were moving more fast paced. But no, I get the energy was a lot more chilled out over there than you would think. But
Gotcha. Any spiders?
no, dude, I didn't. Well, we saw huge spider webs, but
Did you turn
was
around?
not trying to hang out and look for the spiders, dude. I'm not doing that at all. A lot of the rainforest, they had trails and stuff, so it's definitely sticking to the trails. I think we were at this one because you think about it, all the beaches there, most of them are surrounded by rainforest and stuff, right? So we were at this beach, we're hanging out till about dusk, so it's getting a little bit darker. And my friend Diana has the great idea of like, hey guys, we know where the car is. Let's just walk straight through the jungle to get back to the car.
Fuck
And Rodney
no.
like, no, man. I think we should just go back to the trail.
Yeah.
Because him and I, like, throughout the day, we'd been going out into that area to, like, pee. You know what I mean? On some
Yeah.
trees and stuff. And we knew what it was like walking through that stuff. And to walk 10, 20 minutes in that direction through that thick bush would have just been horrible, dude. She just didn't realize it because she hadn't been through there yet. And it was dark, so we would have gotten super lost, man.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. I wouldn't go in there just to go in there. You know, I'd definitely follow a trail. Not ashamed of it, dude. It's there for a reason, so we got to follow it, man.
Yeah. And what's lurking there? Spiders.
Yeah, you never know.
Dude.
You never
They can
know.
rob you or
It's just,
something like that.
this is going to end up in your shoe. Take your money, man. It's going to be horrible, man. It's going to be horrible.
Exactly.
But no, it's a good time. Fast 2 weeks, you know. Like I said, it's like I time traveled. I feel like it was just yesterday. I was sitting here in my room. I look at the news and it's completely different. Like 2 weeks has really gone by. You know what I mean? So it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild, man. But yeah, the Pokemon hunting was good. I ran into some people that were playing out there, man, trying to fight gyms and
nice.
stuff. And I was like, oh, wow. I was trying to look for it. Does New Zealand have a unique Pokemon to them, man?
Yeah, that fish. I don't remember what the fish was called, but
Oh, okay. Because, yeah, I definitely didn't find any. I was just in the airport. I'm so phony, dude, just to show you how phony I am. I bought a jacket from there. Because, you know, in New Zealand, rugby's really big over there, right?
yeah.
And their national team is called the All Blacks. Just to show how phony I am, dude, I totally bought an All Blacks jersey. Acting like I went to New Zealand when I was really just in the airport for a couple hours.
I better see you wearing that jersey.
No, I'm going to, man. No doubt. Once it hits winter, I'm going to wear it, dude, because it's a long sleeve, man. I'm out here. And the crazier part of it is, you know, we were in the international terminal, right? So there were flights going out to everywhere. Shanghai. I think there was one going to India, Middle East, and all that stuff. There were flights going out everywhere, right? and we were flying to LAX from New Zealand on the way back home, and our gate was a gate that we weren't familiar with. You know, there's only maybe 20 gates in the international terminal, and the area we mainly hung out in was gates 1 through 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
So we start looking for gate 18, and we have to go and walk through these different hallways and stuff. And like, where the hell are we going? You know, we're just talking, not really noticing it. Next thing you know, they ask us for our boarding pass, and we have to pass through like this mini security. And mind you, we've ridden on a plane already to New Zealand, so we've already passed through security. So why do we got to go through security again? Give them our passports and our boarding passes, and they go, oh, okay, you're going to America? How long have you been here? Just asking you the regular kind of questions, you know?
Yeah.
So we answer them, and they're like, okay, go ahead through to your gate. And we realize, holy crap, these are all the flights going to America. They just singled out America to have these 4 or 5 different gates that you can fly out of, you know? And on this side, all the walls are white and clean. The floors are white and clean. There's a Starbucks coffee shop in there, dude. The bathrooms are all automatic and clean and shit. And maybe it's because there's less people in those terminals or something, but everything just seemed pristine. It was kind of wild. And maybe at the same time, too, at the regular terminals, there are a lot of Chinese tourists, you know, and they have that negative connotation of having really not taking care of too much stuff and leaving things dirty. It was kind of true, man. There's a Burger King out there. You know, the soda fountain where you get your fountain drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
It was trashed, dude. I felt kind of dirty getting soda from there. I was like, oh no. What if this orange soda isn't orange soda, but everybody spit, dude? You know what I mean? It was just all messy, all trash everywhere. But then there was nothing like that in the American terminals, man.
But I would say at least our customer service is not that great. You know, I went to Japan and customer service was like spot on. They're like, oh yeah, welcome, you know, I'm glad to work here, have this, blah blah blah. And then, you know, I went back to LAX, and then, you know, I went to the Burger King, and they're like, what do you want, come on, I don't have all time, you know, like shit like that. I'm like, god damn, there's nobody behind me, and I'm just, you know, I'm trying to think what to eat, you know, rushing me. So I think, I don't know, customer service is way different
in other places. No, I feel that too. I definitely feel that too. I mean, it could be that we're just tourists on the other side too, but like I said, we went to a bar that was locals only. We just didn't know it, and when we got in there, everybody kind of stared at us. But when we ordered food and stuff from the bartender, she was just the nicest lady, you know. Gave us free ice cream and stuff with our dinner. So it's wild. Yeah, it is better customer service over there. But I was just amazed at how separate American flights were from the rest of the other flights. It's kind of, I don't know, that privilege was
singled out.
That privilege was showing for sure, man.
Exactly.
And I think it just reminded me of Pokemon, because I think, yeah, there was a Magikarp in a gym in the airport, but that gym was on the other side of the terminal where the rest of the flights were, and I was already on the American side, and I couldn't go back. So I was like, fuck. All right, dude. I'll let this Magikarp go for now. You know,
that could have been a gold Magikarp.
I don't need a shiny Magikarp, dude. That's
You have a shiny Charmander.
yeah. And I think I have 70 something candies. How many do I need to turn them into I need 125, huh?
125. 25 to evolve it, then 100 again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll use my rare candies on. I'm like sitting on 30 rare candies for no reason, dude. I should just use those, huh?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. But no, overall good times. Happy to be back, dude. Not happy to be going to work tomorrow, but
you're excited for work?
No, awesome. I said not happy. Okay. But yeah, man. That was pretty much it. A lot of, well, not a lot. Just whenever we had lunch or something somewhere, because we always try to eat outside, you know, just to take everything in. And every time we're outside, I was just playing Pokemon Go, and I would open up the app, and of course there would be a Kangaskhan. Just catch that up real quick, you know.
Damn.
Caught a lot of your pink Volbeats or whatever they're called. Those guys.
Nice.
And then Zangoose, which I didn't know was a thing. I actually ran into someone else who was playing over there in this garden, like the Royal Gardens, and he told me, "Oh, dude, there's a Zangoose over there. You're from America, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Catch that Zangoose. It'll be big." I go, okay. So I go and catch the thing, and It's only 40 CP or something like that. It's not even that strong, but I guess it is specific, not just to
Specific, yeah.
Australia, but the southern hemisphere, right? Like, you can only
Yeah.
catch those there. So yeah, definitely got that. So we're almost done, dude. You just need to go to you know,
Europe
Japan again and
and your Japan,
get some
yeah.
Farfetched, and Europe and get a Mr. Mime. Isn't there something in Africa now? There's like a volcano turtle or something like that. I was
Oh
looking at the
yeah,
map you
there's
sent me.
that, and then there's like a leaf looking Pokemon, so
Yeah, really have to travel all over the world now,
yeah, exactly.
huh?
But the goal is to catch the 151 one first, so
Yeah. Oh, I caught a Ditto randomly. I think that's why I asked you guys if you had a Ditto already. I would have traded that too, but what was I catching? I was catching something random, like a Caterpie or something, and it turned into a Ditto. I was low key disappointed because I haven't caught a Caterpie in a while. You notice how rare those things are now, dude.
oh yeah,
Since it's
especially
a
like
mix
the
of all the
first
Pokemon.
generations, yeah. And then I think Gen 4 might be coming out this year, so hopefully everything else doesn't get weeded out.
Yeah, I'm starting not to recognize anything anymore, man. I think I get excited when I see an original 151 Pokemon out there. It's kind of heartbreaking. Um, but yeah, man, how's the hunting been out here? You caught another Mewtwo, right?
No, just number 2. I was trying to go on number 3, but then when I got to the place, there was like nobody around, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, I'm in the wrong gym, wrong time." So I guess I had to give up that third Mewtwo.
was it in
Lose
the
that
middle of the
chance.
day or something during a weekday?
Yeah, I was like on a, I
No.
think it might have been on a Friday, and I was like, okay, cool. I remember Wednesday it was like pretty packed, but Friday there should be a lot of people there, and sure enough, dude, there was a lot of people at Seaport, and I was like, okay, cool. There's the gym was about to take place, and then I went in, and then there's like 0 people inside. I was like, oh, damn it, like
So
what's
everyone was
going
there
on?
not to play Pokemon Go?
Exactly. The times when I went to the Mewtwo, there's like 60, 80 people. There's a shit ton of people the first time, and then the second time, there was a lot of people posted up at Starbucks trying
Mhm.
to capture the Mewtwo, and then I was like, okay, there should be a lot of people at Seaport, and there's 0. And I was like,
Oh,
God
damn, dude.
damn. But a little off note, or I've noticed that San Diego has been getting crowded lately. Like I've been honked at 3 times in less than a week.
Wait, wait, just driving?
Driving, and a year before, like I would only get like honked at every other year, because I drive like very slow and just
Every other
normally.
year, dude.
I got honked at 3 times, and then that just like triggered me. I was like noticing. I was like, man, I just realized now there's a lot of cars, a lot of traffic everywhere, and there's a
Mhm.
lot of people. When I'm driving about on a weekday, and still there's a lot of people driving, and on Saturday, Sunday, and I was like, man, there's traffic. I'm like, what's going on? And sure enough, like I was asking my sister, I was like, what's going on? And she's like saying that people are moving from different states, especially LA, to come down to San Diego.
Oh no, dude.
And so what's happening is they're also sending the homeless people, a one-way ticket over down to San Diego, and then also, that's why our houses are going up. Is
Uh
because
huh.
people out of state are buying San Diego houses.
Oh.
And now, and then I think, and then Marnelli pointed out too. She like read that only 25% of San Diegans can afford buying a house or
Mhm.
have bought a house, and I was like, only 25%. That's why there's like a lot of people like in apartments or condominiums or renting.
Mhm.
It's because they're just people are buying the houses up so much that it's going up to like millions of dollars, and it's true because like I was like we're like looking at houses, and like the lowest ones were like $500,000
Oh
for
my
like a two
god.
bedroom
What?
house, and I was like, God damn, 2-bedroom house. And then the one in downtown San Diego, I can understand because it's in downtown,
Mhm.
but their condos starts at 500,000 for a 1-bedroom.
Oh
And I
my
was like,
god. You cannot do anything in
golly.
there, dude, except for just live and sleep. Like you can't extend your
Exactly.
family. You can't extend nothing out there, dude.
Yeah, so I've noticed San Diego's. Oh, and this too. McDonald's down the street from us.
Wait, okay. We're about to get an economics lesson here from McDonald's.
Down the street, apparently, every single time I went there. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if I'm going there at the wrong times, but I went them randomly, like during the day, during the weekday, during the middle of the night, during whatever. Every single time I went there, there's always a long line of cars. And it just like, I'm like, 1 year ago, this wasn't the case. You know, you can go in, get something, and then get out. But I was like, what the fuck? You know, what happened? Like, Jesus. There's a lot of asshole drivers. I've been cut off so many times, and I was like, geez, this is like LA all over again. I'm like reliving all my trauma.
Dude, don't tell me that, man.
So if you notice there's a lot of aggressive driving on the road, you already know that they're all probably from different states.
No way, bro. Because it's funny, we used to get, at my old job, we used to get those transfer cases or transfer people coming from LA. You know, I remember one of the toughest customers we ever had was this dude from LA, and he always talked about moving back. And low key, I don't know, I think someone did tell him one time, he goes, well, why don't you just move back?
Because he does not want to.
I know, dude. He loves it so much here in San Diego.
Exactly.
But dude, don't tell me that, man. That kind of sucks. I was actually just looking at a listing the other day too, for this. I think someone posted a big house in Texas or something, and it was 150,000, like 2 stories, 2 acres of land, bunch of rooms and stuff, dude. For just 150. You're telling me a condo out here is 500K? That's kind of gnarly, dude.
And for 1 bedroom. And you know, Marnelli went to Kentucky, and then she saw like a huge house. You know, it's like, I think it was like 4 bedrooms and stuff like that. It was like $200,000, but then it also comes with like a giant shack that's like, it has like 2 bedrooms inside, and it sits on top of a lake. And I was like, God damn, you know, Jesus. Here you only can buy like 1 closet for $500,000, and then like, and then possibly rent it out. But
I don't know. I'd say it's worth it though. The weather here is great. You don't have to worry about tornadoes and stuff like that, and you're by the beach, dude. You know, I realized
that's why I love California.
I know. I realized myself I can't be too far from the ocean, man. You know, because I one time went to Denver. You look to one side, you just see land. Other side, you see land. In front of you, see mountains. Behind you, you see land, and it goes.
Land. Yep.
Just don't have a sense of direction out there. You know, I think I always know where I am because I know the ocean's to the west of me. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And I was going crazy too. Like the apartment we lived in LA is downtown LA, so it takes roughly 40 minutes to 2 hours to 3 hours to get to Santa Monica.
Yeah.
Because of traffic. So then that's why we couldn't get near the ocean. I'm like, oh god. So I haven't really saw the ocean for like a year. Like that.
Sheesh, dude. It was just move to TJ, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be kind of crazy. But yeah, dude, you've been playing anything else? Oh, we played Monster Hunter last night, man, to catch up.
Heck yeah.
I did the behemoth quests before I left, but I never did the fight where you actually take them out. So did that last night. Took me my lucky number 12 times to beat him.
12 times.
But it was worth it, dude. That's a fun fight, actually, man.
It is.
I like the mechanic where someone can get enmity. It's kind of random though, huh? It's not. I mean, I know you're supposed to hit him in the head to get it.
Yeah.
But I know specifically there were times where I would do my Hiten Mitsurugi style on his head and he wouldn't be aggroed on me. So
I think it adds up, and then when he gets to that phase, because I've noticed like when I don't hit the head often, then everybody else will start getting aggro, and then like when I do my strongest attack on his head, then I already know it's guaranteed that I'll get the aggro. But sometimes like I can't really get to it, and then I see you guys have it. I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have aggro. oh.
I mean, for me, longsword. Anyways, I'm trying to cut off his tail. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's always what my main concern is. But yeah, that fight is crazy, man. He's huge. He can wombo combo you in so many ways, though. Almost all of his attacks stagger you, and then he could just drop a comet on you, drop some thunder on you, put a tornado on you, or something like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of ways he could kill you in 2 seconds when you think you're safe, which is kind of crazy. But no, it's a fun fight, man. The music is so good. It makes you want to play 14 all over again, man. And yeah, dude, it was just good times. Even though it did take a long time, I mean, I was just having fun the whole time fighting it, just learning all the ways I could avoid attacks. I think I got pretty good at it. I mean, at the very, very end, I just can't dodge the last meteor. That's the only thing I can't do. I think I did die again when I finally beat it. I did die to the last meteor again. I couldn't get behind the rock. It's so tricky, too. You don't know which angle you're safe at behind that thing.
If you look at the glow on the ground, and if you see the most brightest glow, that's where the meteor will land.
Oh, it'll still hit you even though you're in there.
No, it just like indicates like that's where the glow is, so that's where you can position yourself with the rock.
Oh, so then
Because,
behind
like,
the rock it doesn't glow, or?
Well, you'll notice like a big giant glow on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Because like we're so busy trying to looking up to see where the clouds will form.
Oh.
But if you look at the feet, you'll see like a big giant glow on the ground.
Yeah, I always look at the ground, but I think I don't know. If you think about it, like 6 o'clock is where you have to be on that meteor, right? I think I was at 5:30 and I still got hit. Is what I'm saying.
5:31.
Yeah, I was at 5:31 and I still got hit by the thing. So it was just a little maybe frame perfect thing that I fucked up, but ended up beating it. It was great. It felt so good.
And it's funny too.
I
It's
bought
like
the whole
when he starts casting it, and then you like see that the rock is like all the way across the map, and you're like running halfway, and then you just give up, and you're like gonna accept your death.
Oh no, I totally did that one time, but
I
yeah,
do that a lot.
I just panic. I panic so much. I'm just like running in circles. I go, oh yeah, there it is, like musical chairs. Run around it in circle. Then you finally find where the comet is. So yeah, it's a fun fight, man. I love the music, man. It makes me miss 14 for real. I kind of wish you could just have that music playing all the time,
Yeah.
You get a Hildebrand pose for your player card now. Amazing. So I'm definitely going to use that from now on. Because Hildebrand is the master detective. He's basically the Batman of Eorzea, if you want to think about it too much. But crossover is great. I mean, for real, I almost want to buy 14 for the Monster Hunter crossover. Did you ever max out any of your characters in 14?
No, I came close to with my Paladin, but I think I stopped playing when everybody stopped playing. But that fight though, I'm just glad like how it kinda you need like a tank and a healer and then the DPS,
Yeah.
It's like because we when we tank, there's always someone that has the immunity, and it's preferred to have the shield on it. And then sometimes you have like people with wide range skills, so like they're healing the entire party.
Mm-hmm.
I know that when I was playing with Russ, we didn't realize that he used 128 items, but I guess that like
for himself too, or for everybody.
He was using wide range, so he was using it for himself, which counted against for everybody.
Yeah,
but the thing is, I think it might have been just multiplied. So I'm guessing he used roughly 40 items to maybe a little bit above, because he was healing all of us like constantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, he's a pretty good healer. But other
was he using
that,
the horn too, or he was just using items
sword
to
and shield? So he was attacking and healing at the same time. I was like, damn, I don't know how he can multitask. And he was like looking out for us too. I was like, oh god, here I am just like trying to focus on poking his face, and then Russ is like got everything strategized. But other than that, I think it was pretty fun last night, even though we failed so many times. It was just fun failing. Like I wasn't legit mad at all. Like oh man, we could have done this and this and this. I was like, shit, that's right. Yep, let's do it again. Let's grind it out. I had that mentality all night last night. It was fun.
Yeah, just need to beat it. Yeah, I just need to beat it a couple more times, I think, to get all the armor. I got the
Yeah.
whole um the dragon kinsect and the spear. So definitely gonna start using that just in normal fights, dude. It's gonna be good times. Um, but yeah, the armor. It's just the dragoon armor from freaking 14, man. So how can you go wrong, dude? It's gonna be amazing, man.
Exactly. And then the bug is the dragoon or dragon
Mm-hmm.
spirit thing
Mm-hmm.
that for the dragoon. I'm like, dude, that is pretty sick. I was thinking about actually start playing Kinsect Blade now,
Yeah.
just because of the purpose of dragoon, and maybe starting Final Fantasy with dragoon, learning the dragoon. I think I don't know if
It's it's
it's
tricky,
still
dude.
hated, but
It's tricky, man.
yeah.
Remember I played what do you call it against when we did that challenge, dude? Getting yelled at by everybody for not pushing a button, dude.
Oh, that's right. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? Like, fuck, man, let me play.
You built your combo. Why don't you use the final attack? Wait, dude, just let me play, dude.
Yeah.
So good thing we had good healers during that fight. Um, oh, I did play some video games while I was on vacation, man. I told you I was gonna play Xenogears, and I played Xenogears, dude.
Yes, but I think you have a bad impression of it.
No, I don't have a bad impression. It was enjoyable. I played it while I was on a plane. And then when I tried to charge my Vita, it wouldn't work on the plane charger. So on the long flights, I couldn't play for that long. So that was the only thing that was upsetting.
Oh.
But I have made it farther than I ever had before.
Yeah.
And
You got captured, so that's
Yeah.
kind of pretty far.
so I made it to the desert. And I'm just enjoying the anime cutscenes, dude. I think it's so great.
Yeah.
The voice acting is super horrible. They don't even try to match up the words with the movement of the mouth, which I appreciate.
Oh
dude,
yeah,
'cause-
like it's kind of like lagging and
yeah,
delayed.
dude.
Yeah.
They don't
yeah.
even try at all, which is great. You just see how much they cared about American localization on that one. Um, I love the combo system. I think I learned 3 or 4 combos already,
Mhm.
which I wasn't using. I didn't realize until maybe I was almost finished with my time with it that you could start the first input and it gives you the rest of the inputs for the whole combo,
Yeah.
and the whole combo will do like 200 damage. Meanwhile, I was just like, okay, I'll do 4 triangles, and it's like 50 damage. What the hell am I doing, dude? I should have been doing
Yeah.
combos this whole time.
The death blows, that's what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
And you can learn the rest of the death blows if you keep inputting random sequences. So like you push like X, triangle, X,
Okay.
and just keep doing it. Like after a couple battles, then you'll say, oh, death blow is about to be learned. You know, like
Mhm.
you'll start seeing that there's a lot of death blows per character.
So just keep doing random stuff then.
Yeah, but like for bosses, just start, actually
Doing the main things.
the main death blows, and then later down the line, there's monsters where you can't kill them fast enough, and you'll start healing after like each attack and stuff.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna have to save. You can save your death blows, and then release them all at once. Which is pretty cool. So you do like 6 or
How do
5 or
you
6 death
save
blows.
your death? Well, I'll probably learn that mechanic later. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
for now, just like survive.
So the only thing I don't like so far is I feel like this is all a tutorial, man. Because I met Ellie. Right now I'm with Satan. Is that his name? Satan?
Yeah.
So I'm with him, but they haven't constantly been with me. So I've been getting into these fights, leveling up, and they haven't been leveling up. They feel so weak,
The thing is, you will go in and out of everybody. So like you'll have a full party of them, and then all of a sudden your situation change, and you guys get split up, and then you have other people, and then you have this people. But in the end, everyone's gathering experience. So that way, when you like get to near the end, you're gonna have like everybody, and they're gonna have their levels.
Oh, okay. Because right now it just feels like I'm just leveling up Fei Long, and then what do you call it? Everybody kind of gets left behind. I think I already have like a 6 combo with him. Meanwhile, everybody says 3 still.
Yeah, so like later too, they'll kind of skip levels for them. Like they'll automatically be at like level 10. But they'll still keep some of the death blows that they learn. And the reason why is because Fae is mainly the point of like making your party survive a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So level them up as much as you can, as well as everybody else, and then
Mm-hmm.
um, you'll start to see you'll notice that like, oh, okay, and now I can start leveling this person up and this person up, and and then all of a sudden your party will change, and it's like, oh crap, I have a new guy now. I have to level up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha. So, I mean, so far so good. It's just been early. I don't like how when you're in the gear, all of a sudden you can't do combos. You just press one button.
They actually have death blows.
So how do
So
you do it then? Because you can only use one attack at a time, right? Instead of trying to combo up those attacks.
it's I forgot how to learn them, but I think it's similar to learning the death blows of the character, where you like press one random sequences like XX or triangle X, and then if you keep doing it, then all of a sudden it'll appear in your death blow list to do it, and then it'll turn into that. Or it might have been you have to upgrade your gear later, and you start
Oh,
finding
okay.
parts,
Yeah.
and then these death blows are like pretty powerful to your survival
Yeah,
for
because
the
I
gear.
can't do combos yet. It's just one attack at a time. Um.
Yeah, you should be
Oh, wait, there
doing
you
triangle
go.
triangle or
That's what
something like.
that's what doesn't make sense, man. Is so spoiler alert for Xenogears, man. Rick, you've played this, but for anybody else, who's gonna play this, you just fast forward for like 10 minutes. So Faye gets in this thing, kills everyone, or not everyone, kills a bunch of people in his village, destroys a bunch of shit, and he swears I'm never gonna use it again, right? And then when he's about to get attacked by this T-Rex chameleon thing, Saitan shows out of nowhere. How do you pronounce it? Saitan? Sitan?
Saitan.
Saitan. Right when you're about to get attacked by this chameleon T-Rex, Saitan comes through in a helicopter carrying Weltal and just drops it in front of you. He goes, here, I think you need this. And to Faye's credit, he has conflict, right? He
Yeah.
says, no, I'm never going to use this thing again. It's killed everyone I love. And then Saitan goes, oh, looks like you're in danger. I think you should use it. And he goes, whatever. And he jumps in and uses it. And for every situation after that, it kind of, well, I guess I've only been in the gear maybe 2 more times after that. But every time it's Faye having some internal struggle about, no, I don't want to use this. It killed Alice. It killed Tim, whatever his name is. Her little brother hates me now because I killed her. She was the love of my life, but I gotta use it. Whatever. He just jumps in and starts blowing shit up, dude.
Yeah, the predicaments that you're in, he's kind of forced to use it,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, like later down the line, he comes to terms of using it. But there's also a reason why he's using it too.
Mm. Yeah, I
Which
met
will
the
show.
dude in black, so just got introduced to that storyline. I mean, he's involved with his parents. He knows about his dad and all that stuff. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Right now, it's cool. I like it because it seems like Gundam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Seriously, this could be called Gundam X or something, and it could be the same exact storyline. Where Faye is the main character, and he's just gonna get his group of 4 homies together to fly around in their Gundams and beat the Empire or something. So
Yeah.
I think that's why I like it so much, is because it's I love Gundam and it's the same thing. Love mechs, so
Oh yeah, it's like Gundam Seed, where
yeah,
Kira gets guilty.
he's the reluctant hero, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Oh
know
shit.
what? What's his name? Faye does cry as much as Kira does.
Exactly. Oh shit. Maybe Gundam
Damn
Seed
it.
came off of
Maybe
it.
that's
Holy
why I like
crap.
it so much, dude. Because it's basically Gundam, man.
That's why I love Gundam Seed too. I think I watched it like 3 times, and there's like 50 episodes
Yeah.
per season. Or
No,
something.
there's definitely 50 episodes in that
God,
thing.
I love Gundam Seed.
That's has there been any good anime out? I got to get caught up on Attack on Titan today, man. I'm
Oh,
down
yeah.
like 3 episodes, dude. It's gonna be great. What a
I
good day.
haven't watched it. I'm waiting for it to finish. That way I
Mhm.
can just like jump right into it. But Eric is mentioning anime or recommending an anime. It's called Grand Blue,
Uh-huh.
and I've read the manga basically, so I already know what it's about, and it is like hilarious shit. of things like people in college,
Mm-hmm.
and I definitely recommend probably checking it out. I haven't seen it yet, but I already seen like clips of it, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, this is hilarious, and it's funny. Like I even changed my avatar one point to one of the characters.
Wait, in what, on PlayStation?
On PlayStation,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay,
because it was pretty funny. But I think I'll check it out too.
okay,
Probably tomorrow or tonight.
okay, okay. So that'd be good to check out. What else, man? I think. Oh, while I was waiting for my ride to pick me up in Long Beach because we flew into LAX, um, was gonna try to watch an episode of My Hero, but didn't quite get through it, dude. That's on its third season too.
Dude, it's really good, man. I recommend checking that out. Have
I
you
didn't think it was that deep
seen?
already. I thought it was just like the first season was out.
Yeah, first season. I think that was when I showed you the fight between the blonde guy and a monster. But
The villain, yeah.
yeah, other than that, yeah, it's on its third season and probably gonna go on its fourth because it's super popular and it's really good. I recommend that.
I'll have to see that then. But yeah, man, there's just too much stuff to watch. I think there's a lot of stuff I would need to watch on Netflix too. Just don't have time to really check them all out, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, dude, I still haven't finished that. I still have 4 more episodes to go. I still have 4 episodes to go, dude. That's funny. Dang, so I gotta finish that too. I'll probably do that today. What else we got going on? Oh, dude, while I was out, there was Smash Bros. Direct.
Dude, that was great. Did you watch all of it?
So
some of it?
I think I watched all of it. I don't remember, but the main things I remember is they introduced Castlevania characters.
Yeah.
Some new stages too.
Yep.
And then what was the last thing they did? There was something at the very, very end that they introduced.
I don't remember. I remember the stages, the music. I don't remember. And
Castlevania. There was something at the very end. I forgot. Because you know how they like to do those very end teasers or whatever. But, dude, is this going to be the last Smash Bros. They ever make?
I don't know. But I know they're doing a very good job at it. They said it was going to be like 300 levels. And
yeah. No, because they're putting...
Like,
everything from the old games, dude. All the music, all the stages.
Yeah.
They upgraded everything, all the items. I don't know. I just think it's... I don't know how disappointed people would get if they really want a character to be in the game, but it ends up just being an assist trophy.
Dude, I think Shovel Knight. I thought it was going to be in the game, but it was assist
It's assist trophy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so sad.
Was that what it was then? That was the very last thing, or was that just part of the regular?
I don't remember. I don't remember. But I saw a little clip of it, and he was just assist trophy. I was like, no, I thought he was gonna be a character. Damn it.
He would be. I don't know. He would be a good character to be, man. I don't know if it's just because licensing. Well, no, because Shovel Knight is on the Switch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So who knows, huh?
Yeah. Oh, but did you know that Scott and Rust now got Switches? So,
oh, what? Everybody's getting it, huh?
Yeah. So everybody has a Switch, kinda. You can all play Smash.
How many is it? 8 player, or isn't it 12 player?
I think it goes up to 8, but
okay.
there's 12. Holy shit!
That's gonna be a lot of fighting, dude. But you gotta be what? In internet to play each other, or can you like LAN it up?
I think you can LAN it up with with all the controllers. If not, I'm gonna bring my own GameCube controller and the adapter.
Oh wait, yeah, they're gonna have an adapter for the what do you call it?
I think so. The GameCube controllers.
Dude, I think I sold my GameCube controller. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I stored mine away. I don't know where I put it.
Yeah, I forgot. You know, at one time I did own Smash Bros on the Wii.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Wait. Yeah.
Because I did get a GameCube controller too, just to play that. Because you can't use it on there for anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I haven't checked out the Red Dead trailer too. Also.
No, it was the The Crocodile King from
That's
Donkey
right.
Kong.
Donkey Kong, yeah.
Yeah, King Rule or something like that. That's
Dude.
who else they introduced. So, and I think because they have a poster at the end, right, with all the characters on it.
Yeah.
There's some empty space, dude. They're gonna introduce some more before too long, man. I think. Because when does this game come out?
November, I think.
November.
Pretty soon.
So yeah, I think there's gonna be some more characters introduced for sure. I bet you there's gonna be secret characters in there too. Because didn't it take forever to unlock certain characters? Like you had to beat the whole game without dying or something like that, or without losing a stock or something too.
Shoot. Well, I hope that's the case. Then that way we can keep playing. But I don't mind if we don't have a story and all that extra stuff. Just
Really?
as long as we have like the main stuff.
Okay, Rick. COD 4 fan over here. Multiplayer only. My bad, dude.
Shit.
My bad, dude.
Maybe I am. Nope. I'm a Battlefield person. That's why.
Okay. Multiplayer only. Okay, dude. But you mentioned the Red Dead, dude. I watched that thing maybe 50 times.
Oh, the gameplay?
Once you guys told me about it or once I heard about it. Yeah, I think I was in the airport. I watched it 50 times, frame by frame. I was pausing every other second just to look. It's just, you remember how when Grand Theft Auto 5 was coming out, they showed gameplay. It was like this lady explaining the different mechanics in the games and things like that.
Yeah.
I had 3 of them, I think. One for the story, one for free roam, and one for multiplayer. So this is the basic gameplay trailer with the lady explaining how everything's gonna work. I guess I won't spoil too much for you. I don't know how much you're gonna watch of it, if you want to watch it at all. It's very much like Grand Theft Auto, but in the Wild West, which is amazing. And fishing. That's all I'm gonna mention, dude.
Oh, okay. I gotta watch this now.
I already know. You're gonna look for the #1 fishing master trophy in this whole game, dude.
Exactly. Like catch the, I don't know, Cooper Chopra.
Well, as a fish, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
So it looks good, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It looks good. Just looking at all the things you can do in single player, I'm very, very interested to see what multiplayer is gonna look like. Because you're in a gang and the gang is mobile, they're traveling. They have a convoy of wagons going everywhere, and you set up camp. You can set up camp near a town, so you can go into town and shop and things like that. Seeing how that translates to multiplayer is kind of exciting, man. I wonder if we could have our own convoys, dude, and just go from town to town and gamble, bar fight, whatever, dude. Just like Wild West times, dude.
Dude, they need to make like a huge map and then have maybe like 64 players in the map or something like that. All scattered, so you all just, like you're saying, going into the bar, gambling, drinking, bar fights, and killing and plunging. Dude, it would be pretty sick.
I think what they need to do is what you're talking about, except have no indicators on the map of if someone's a player or not, and no names above their heads.
Yeah.
Just so you don't know. Like, what if it's an NPC that keeps sniping you, but it's actually a person,
Person?
Yeah, I think that would be sick.
I think they should not have snipers, but they have the Winchester rifles. It still has that long range, but, that way we don't have any campers, just like sniping on zebras, and stuff like that.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. It'll be, I think it just adds to the experience if it was anonymous. You didn't know who was an NPC or who was a regular person, right? And yeah, I'd say still put in snipers, but make it hard to snipe someone. Have it take actual skill to use it, so you can't cheese kills like that too much.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited. When does that game come out? October,
I think. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's coming.
And then Spider-Man's September. So
yeah, Spider-Man's
October,
in
November.
2 weeks. Yeah, Spider-Man's in 2 or 3 weeks, I think. One game I'm low-key excited about that I might actually just pick up, dude, is the Shenmue 1 and 2 remake. I might just buy that, dude. Just to buy it to get ready for Shenmue 3, man. Because I remember I tried it back in the day. I had a I don't know if I had a Dreamcast or I borrowed someone's Dreamcast for a day or two. Oh no, I didn't. Shenmue was on Xbox. And I just remember I was so used to games where you just get right into the action that I just didn't get into it, because you had to learn all your skills. You were walking around town. You had to work for your money. You couldn't really fight anybody just off the street. You had to wait until you encountered, someone that would fight you back. And I got bored with it really, really quick because it wasn't like Grand Theft Auto. It was, you actually had to simulate what it would be like living out back there,
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't get too into it. But no, the remake comes out on Tuesday already, I think, for 1 and 2. So just gearing up for number 3 to come out. I might just do it, just to do it, man, because I love those games. Like Yakuza, I have 4 and 5 because I think they were free on PlayStation Plus. I played a good portion of it. I'd say maybe 8 hours of it, and I'm not even like, spoiler alert for Yakuza 5, I think. But yeah, I played a good 8 hours of it, and I haven't even used the main character of the game yet. I think there's just an introduction story, and then it switches over to where you are the Dragon of Dojima or something like that, the main character in the game. But yeah, I'm just some random debt collector right now. And it's kind of funny. He's not a Yakuza, but he punks them for some reason. So I don't know. This dude's just living on the edge, man. But yeah, I enjoy those kind of free roaming, free, you could do anything you want pretty much type of game. Because I think all the side missions are great too. You could spend a whole day playing the claw machines. I think you can recruit dudes for the boys bar or something like that, where they pick up chicks and have them drink with them for money. So you get to like recruit, you get to recruit them or something like that's like a side mission. So you got to teach these guys how to talk to girls and things like that, and you got to choose choices. It's hilarious, man. The side missions are ridiculous in those games too. That's how exactly what I think where they came from was Shenmue. So it'll be interesting to play. It's another game I'm gonna buy and never play, dude. Just put it on the backlog real quick. But no, I gotta play. What are you planning to play this week, man?
I just
more
need to
Pokemon
finish
Go?
off the Behemoth. Yeah, Pokemon, Behemoth, and start getting back into Project Octopath. Because I know I'm like, I picked up somebody else, a merchant, but I just need to power through it because otherwise it's gonna go in our backlog, and I'm like, oh god.
Yeah.
My nephew was playing Zelda on my Switch, and I was like, damn it, I need to get back into that game too, because he's like showing me all the tricks. He's like telling me like, oh yeah, you can just go directly to Ganondorf, and I was like, what? How can we do that? And so he was like showing me that you can like actually go up to like certain areas where you're not supposed to, or not really able to, and he was like picking up all the weapons and materials, and I was like, damn it, I don't want to do that. I want to actually like go through each of the
areas,
the areas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I heard because you can, once you get out of the tutorial in that game, you can go anywhere basically. You just have to, I don't know, use the game's physics against itself, right? And like slide down on your shield and jump up to a rock, and then it'll shoot you up over a barrier or something like that. But the world is completely open. You can do whatever you want after that tutorial. So I think he's not too wrong, man. Did your nephew actually beat it, or he just got to the last part?
He actually already beat it. He beat it on the Wii U though, and he was like debating on whether to get a Switch. So basically, I'm just trying to inception everybody to get a Switch. So I think Eric will be the last one to get the Switch, hopefully. Other than that, it's gonna be awesome when Smash comes
Man,
out.
have you seen Zelda on the Wii U?
No. I heard there was frame rate. He was like complaining about frames or something like that.
It looks like a watercolor painting.
Really?
It's not
Okay,
HD. It's super blurry. Just look it up, dude. It looks pretty bad. I don't know how he managed to play through the whole game like that, dude. And your this is the one that saves all his money and stuff?
Oh yeah,
with a nice computer. Oh, see,
yeah,
he could spare some money for a Switch. He could buy a
yeah.
Switch, dude.
Exactly. And he's like starting, dude. He's already starting college. He's going to SDSU in
Oh, nice.
August or in a week. But other than that, I was like telling him, yeah, you got to get a Switch and all. And he's like, dang, he is. He's actually already looking into buying a Switch and probably buying a MacBook.
Actually, shit. Nah, have him buy the MacBook. Don't buy a Switch. He's not gonna play that thing in college.
No, he's gonna buy both.
No, okay. He's not gonna play that thing in college, man. There's no way. He's not gonna have time for that stuff. That's wild, man. Does it make you feel old?
Hell yeah! I was like, college? What are you talking about? I was changing your diaper yesterday.
Literally yesterday, dude. Adult diapers,
exactly.
man.
Exactly.
But yeah, because I need to play. I want to play Beyond Two Souls, so I'll probably just power through that real quick. Life is Strange. I still have to play that, man. I still have to finish it.
Oh yeah, that's right, dude. We have like a huge backlog.
I know.
And you want to get the Shenmue?
That's what I'm saying. I know, dude. I bought
shit.
Horizon. I have a Pro now, so I can play that to its full. Oh, I don't have a TV for it, but I can play that to its fullest potential, man. There's just so much stuff we got to do, but no time to do it, man.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then you're starting your new job, man. So
yeah, I know.
Like, oh god.
But hopefully, I don't have to work as much overtime anymore because it's not that type of place. So who knows?
Yep.
Maybe I'll have enough time for it now.
Yeah, bring your Switch with you.
No. Oh, you know what? No, that's not a bad idea. I should. But no, I'd rather bring my Vita because I think I'm invested in Xenogears now.
Yes,
so
yes.
I think I might have to just play that on my downtime. I was like, man, I wish I could just transfer my save over to my PS3 and just play it on the home console when I'm at home, you know? But you can't really do that.
Yeah,
I do.
I was like actually looking to do that, but no.
Yeah. Do you have my PS TV? Did I let you borrow that?
No, you're trying to let me borrow it. And I was like, yeah, never mind.
Oh, okay. Then maybe
you
I still have it.
already told me like I couldn't play one specific game, and I was like, okay, yeah, no, that was the only reason why I wanted to borrow it.
Which game? Gravity Rush?
I think it might have been Gravity Rush. Or
oh.
like that. And then I ended up buying it on PS4 anyway, the remastered version.
Oh. Dude, I'll have to see if I'm able to play Xenogears on it. If I can play Xenogears on it. Shoot, I might just...
on the PS4, right?
On the on the PlayStation TV. Because all you do is you plug in your memory card from your Vita into the PlayStation TV. And that's what it plays from.
Oh shit.
I might have to try that, dude. Just so at least I can, when I'm at home, play it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, because on this trip, my Vita got its first scratch, man. I felt so hurt.
No way.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
How'd that happen?
I think it was because it was in a bag with coins and cables and stuff. So it just got scratched on the bottom near the X button. It hurt my soul.
Oh.
Thinking about how long I've had the Vita. And this is the first time I'm really using it and it gets scratched. So. But yeah, man. It's good times. Just don't want to go to work tomorrow, man.
Just don't think about it. Play games. Pass out. I'm calling sick. First day.
No way. That'll kill me, man. And then I gotta leave 2 weeks later for... Oh, that's what we could start, dude. Countdown to PAX Prime, man.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's in 2 weeks.
That's in 12 days. 12 days, dude. 12 days to PAX Prime. It'll be a good time.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, see, that's why I can't call in sick, dude. Because I'm gonna be gone in a couple weeks again anyways.
Did you like tell them? And they
oh yeah,
okay with
no,
it?
they totally know about all this time off. So it's gonna be great. And you know what? I've been flying so much, man, recently. Just flying to different cities and flying over back here from New Zealand, man. It was all in coach, and I mean, we did fly Air New Zealand, which is a nicer airlines. I think they said it too that they know people in New Zealand are like bigger. So all the seats are bigger and stuff. It was pretty funny. And it was a lot roomier than I'm used to,
Dude, did you get your free drink, free foot massage?
I don't know about the foot massage, man. They didn't hand out those. But flying to Seattle, I know it's only what, like a 3-4 hour flight or something like that. But I totally used my points, man, and got a business class seat just to do it, dude. And I already planned it out too. I'm gonna wait until economy is boarding, and then I'm gonna board too, just so when I get up there, they can be like, "Oh, sir, you're business class. You could have sat way earlier." Like, "Oh, really?" And then just walk in, dude. Just that humble brag, dude.
I didn't know.
Oh, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be the most cozy flight I'll probably ever be on, man.
Yeah.
Because it feels bad. At least I would feel bad. Because you know how first class people get sat down first on the plane?
Uh-huh.
So every time we walked in the plane, we entered in through the same door as them. And we're all these poor people just walking by first class, like laying down in their beds with freaking champagne and a hot towel to wipe their faces with already. They've been sitting in the plane for an hour since they got to board first. Meanwhile, the poor people are just walking past them, just staring at them awkwardly because you got to wait for someone to put their bag up.
Yep.
It's funny. That's another reason why I'm probably going to wait too. Just so I don't have to deal with people staring at me, like being jealous of my nice seat or something.
Yep. Like me.
One day, dude, just get a card. I'm telling you, get a card with points. It's completely worth it, man. It's worked wonders so far for me.
I know. I gotta invest in that. What card was it?
It's the Chase Sapphire. It's not a commercial, by the way, but yeah, Chase Sapphire. Definitely good, man. Because I mean, you're gonna spend money anyways. Might as well earn money back using it, right?
Yeah.
So, no, that's good stuff, man. But yeah, anything else you got, dude? Anything else crazy happening during the week?
Not that I know of. Just it's just hot. It's hot in my room right now. I'm sweating.
No, same. I'm gonna take a cold shower in a second, dude. But yeah, that's it for us. Next week, more of the same, man. Hopefully it'll be a little bit less hot, so we're not just sitting and sweating, dude. 12 days to PAX Prime. I can't wait, dude.
12 days.
Anything you're expecting on seeing there?
I don't know. Like,
Same. I have no expectations at all.
yeah, like I didn't really look at any pictures, and I was just only looking up like maybe what to bring and if we're able to bring our laptop. But other than that, I'm just like kind of going in completely blind, because that's how we did with the first PlayStation experience. We just went blind.
That's true. And our expectations, well, because we didn't have any expectations. That's why it was so great. So, no, I'm with you, man. I'm not gonna look up anything either. I was about to right now to get prepared, but nah. 12 days, man. Good times. Seattle. We'll be out there drinking crazy coffee. But yeah, until next week, Rick, some words of wisdom.
Crap! I wasn't thinking of this.
Oh, got him.
No, I got one. Shit, I don't. Okay, so if you go to Australia, if you want to use your windshield wiper, just turn on your blinker.